Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So here we are in the 53 TP bottom tier. I promised you that I would get a match where I was bottom tier to show you what this tank can do at the bottom of the matchmaker list, not being at the top of the list the whole time. And to be honest with you, it held up pretty good with a pretty bad team. But this is why I always say don't ever think with XVM you're gonna win just by what you have for a team. By the looks of this, we should have rolled over this team like there was no tomorrow. I mean, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 Unicoms and a Super Unicom. They had 3 Unicoms. By looking at that, you would think we are gonna just roll right over them. We did have one cherry player, and they had no cherry players. And we had 1, 2, 3 yellow players, and they only had 1 yellow player, no 2. So, all in all, in a way, the teams kind of even out with what we had for people that weren't Unicom and Super Unicoms. But the Super Unicoms and Unicoms should be able to pull that extra weight to make up for that. I think what happened is our 50B, our 257, who go like right here, I believe they sat there almost the whole match. That's at least where I saw them spotted, was like right here, not moving. And I think what happened was they all kind of wanted to sit back and chai snipe or something, and that it doesn't work. You'll see me. I come over to like this area right here, and I stop because they took the hill, and there was a couple autoloaders up there, and the last thing I wanted to do was be trying to get it through these buildings, going across an open field with 2 autoloaders up there. I do meet one of the autoloaders after I do get moved up, and he was nice enough to share 3 of his rounds in the pooper of my tank. So yeah. But anyways, otherwise, the armor held up good. I did have to shoot all premium rounds because 218 is not going to go through the front of an E100 or a 4502B. You'll see what I'm saying, that when I do aim at their lower plates, it is a 50-50 chance. It's orange, yellow, whatever. But it's only a 50-50 chance that it's even going to go through. So I got very lucky. I did get a couple very nice rolls, too. Maximum damage on this shell, I believe, is 525. And I hit one of the tanks, I think it was the ISM, for like 515 or something like that. It was just a phenomenal roll for, I believe it's 440 average damage on this gun. Yeah, 420 average damage, and I hit for like, I think it was 515, 520, something like that. It was a really nice damaging roll, though. But you're going to have to forgive me because I'm going to kind of watch where they're going. So, well, first off, the 4502 just wants to go over there, so just knock into me like an idiot. So our 50B, and looks like a couple people did try to go up there at first. They didn't make it, so basically they all kind of fall back here and hide. But the Bad Chat is already up there. The Skoda T50 is up there. And, something like that. And that's 2 very dangerous guns. Not as much with the 12T. I think that's the one. Is that the one that does? I think the 12T up there doesn't do like your 390 average damage or whatever, but still go. It'll still put a bunch of rounds into you and finish you off really quick. But somebody ended up finishing him off. But that Scrotum T50 is still up there, and that's an even more dangerous gun. He only gets 3 shots, but it does do 390 average damage. So I did not want to try pushing up into this area or forward into an open field with 3 artillery on the enemy team. Is there 3 already? 1. I thought there was 3. 1, 2, 1. We had 3 and they had 2. Interesting. Yeah, we had 3 artillery. They only had 2. That's usually it's pretty even on the artillery. So it's kind of odd to only see. Oh, and I still don't have the big engine on this. You can see for having the stock engine, this thing really puts along pretty good. It's not too shabby at all. So yeah, once they get that bigger engine on here, it's going to be kind of nice. So I'm just figuring I'm going to come up here and see what I can do. Our WC-120 fake tank destroyers over there getting tore up. Our 4502A staying back there hiding. And you can see our Object 257 barely got off cap. Our 50B is falling back towards the 257, and they bump uglies for a little while because they do nothing to help the team. I mean, it was just a pitiful team. It's like, you know, they didn't want to scratch their paint, so they all pushed out and just fell back. Now the Leopard, he's crazy for being up there. I mean, he's got a great gun, but absolutely no armor. If he would have been smart, he would have came over here and been sniping at this stuff over here. Or go over here and snipe at this stuff up here or up here. But to go straight up here with a tank that has absolutely no armor, yeah, that's just asking to get killed. But yeah, so our team just awful. Awful, awful, awful. It's like the Awful Panther, but an awful tank. And you're going to see this ISM, or I mean the 4502. He is angled, but that is yellow, and it did bounce. I'm thinking, man, this is going to suck. Just going to see where I think he went right through my lower plate. Yeah, I got my paint mod on here, so you can see it now. And, you know, it's not really much of a lower plate. It's actually very rounded. But yeah, it went right through my lower plate. It's got a good gun on that, same gun that's on the E75 and stuff, so it's 250 standard pen, so I believe it's 250, but so yeah, he's going to go through my lower plate, easy cheesy. I'm the one that's going to have the problem because I only have 245 standard pen, and he's got very good frontal armor, even on that lower plate. They did nerf it, but it's still pretty tough to go through. So I decided I'm going to do a little bit of side scraping. I almost went with my butt a little too far out, trying to get him to shoot, which he did. Damaged my track. So we hit the 45 or the ISM, and we just hit him for 515. So I know it was a pretty good amount. So one bounced here off my turret ring. Oh, it's raining out. I was gonna say, I thought I heard rain. I'm hoping one of them shoots me in the side. I want to see if there's like IS-3, like your typical Russian side armor. And so that's where the other one bounced off my track on the side, and the other one went through the turret ring. So, and this is where my friend up here in the Scrotum T50 is putting rounds into me. He did bounce one off the top right here, which I was like, dang. Right on top of the engine deck. That's shocking that that would bounce like that. But he didn't bounce that one or that one. And I was like, please load, load, load. So close. So he put one on the side of my turret and one right in the side here. Interesting. But yeah, I got lucky that that one bounced. So we took 2 out of the 3. So he bounced one on the top of the engine deck, which, cool. But then I look to my left and I see a little old E100 aiming at me. But he's shooting heat, so guess what? He shot a sign. And I'm sorry, but an E100 shooting heat in this match ought to be just bitch slapped. I mean, he's top tier. Give me a flippin' break. He could go through, it's what 246? 246 or 2 something or other. I think it's like 246 penetration with a standard round. Hell, I got 245 on my premium round, and I still went through the front of him. Yeah, I hit him for 462 at that. And it just cracks me up that he's going to shoot a heat round at, you know, to a bunch of tier 8s. It's like, Jesus. But anyways, I know I'm doomed. It's just a matter of, you know, time. I'm just trying to get backed up. We just bounced another round, and I wasn't paying attention where it hit. We did take a round right there, and the turret from the ISM, I think it is that round right there that just hit me. Um, yeah, I'll almost bet that that's that round right there. So basically, it just knocked out the little sight thing there. Sorry guys, I don't mean to keep stopping it, but I'm just really wanting to know where these rounds are bouncing and where they're penetrating. Yeah, that's got to be it. So it looks like that one right there. Um, it's kind of funny though, because that must be a chunk of spaced armor there, maybe, because it's red, which is considered a penetrating round. But it shows obviously the armor blocked it, but it didn't knock out that little sight thing. So, anyways, that's just a matter of me getting pounded here. We do hit the Patton. Patton just shot me, and he hit me right in the side, I believe. Oh, right there. So he skimmed off the front of it. So that one just, we got lucky that he hit a piss poor shot on me. But I'm about ready to die here. So the 4502B actually, actually the 4502B bounced off me. It was the low that finished me off. I just saw the 4502B. So yeah, up on he was on the hill, wasn't he? Oh, where in the hell was he? Oh, I think he's over here with this group of tanks. But let's look. Yeah, he's got to be. There's so many tanks gobbled up right there. I can't even tell, but that's got to be where it was. But oh yeah, that's what I was going to show you. Look at this. Our two heavy tanks that are left over here hiding. T-34 hiding. 4502A still hiding. It's like, geez, I mean, what a bunch of dickless piles of shit. And that's why we lost. That's exactly why we lost. They ended up losing, I think, one more tank. I mean, how flippin' sad. But anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some post-game stats for you to see of this shitty match. Well, I mean, I did all right. Not too shabby for a Tier 8 to Tier 10 match. You know, for what I bounced and for what I was facing. You know, it goes to show you that this 53 TP toilet paper tank might actually be worth its weight in gold, or worth its weight in credits, whichever. But anyways, if you can hold on for a minute, I'll be right back. Well, it only took me four matches, but I finally got you a Tier 10 battle, and boy, you can only lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Basically what I'm saying is this team was a bunch of idiots. Hell, I think it was our 50B and our 257 barely moved off cap. They were tucked in behind a hill up back towards cap, and I mean, our artillery, both, I think we had 3 artillery or 2, and they did 0 damage. What do we have here? I didn't see if they got spotted. Well, the Batchat, the Tier 10 artillery did up 549 damage. 6 shots and hit nothing. Just splashed and did 549 damage. That thing is such a piece of crap. He could have hit 6 shots direct and probably only did 549 damage. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually not that bad if you hit direct, but has literally no splash damage area. I think they're starting to unload me. Yay. I'm at a BJ's warehouse out in Virginia, out by Virginia Beach, and they finally are starting to unload me at midnight. Well, they're actually getting to me early because they weren't supposed to start unloading until 1. But yeah, so we had 1 tank destroyer, 0 damage, 1 shot, 0 hit. MO1 autoloader, 0 damage, 2 shot, 1 hit, 0 pen. 2 artilleries, 1 hit, 2 shots, didn't hit nothing. Batchat 155, Tier 9, didn't even take a shot, barely even moved. Tiger 2, well, Tier 8. Tier 8. Our Tier 9s did pretty much shit too. Yeah, so it was just kind of a crappy team. And the funny thing was, that's what I always tell people. If you've got XVM installed and it looks like your team is really good, don't always go by what you see. It can be very deceiving. We had, I think, if I remember right, pretty much like 4 or 5 Unicoms. I think we had a Super Unicom. The enemy team had like, I think, 1, maybe 2 Unicoms. I don't even know if they had a Super Unicom. But we had like, looking at it, you would think, yeah, we're going to roll right over these guys. Nah, no such luck. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that this little rascal can actually hold its own pretty good. We got hit some by some tier 10s, and we were able to bounce. But I shot nothing but premium rounds, and you know, as you could see, when I shot the lower plate of a 4502B and bounced, that's what I'm saying. When you're top tier, the gun is plenty good. 245 pen, you're gonna, you know, if you got to shoot premium, you're gonna go through pretty much anything. 218 is your standard round. When you're top tier, you really won't have much of any problems going through stuff, unless you're shooting a Tiger P in the hull, the strongest part of the damn tank. But 245, when you're bottom tier in a tier 10 match, 50-50 chance. When I hit that E100, I hit him in the lower plate, yellow. It was yellow or orange, whatever it is, for a 50. Actually, I think every shot I took was only a 50-50 chance to even penetrate what I was shooting at. We did hit the E100, penned him for 462. Thank goodness I actually got decent rolls. M48 Pat in there, we hit him one time for 431. Knocked out his engine and his track. Bounced one of his rounds for 390, and he got hit for 374 upon me, destroying his track. The 4502B, we hit him in the lower plate. Bounced 2 of his rounds for 980. And we originally spotted him. We basically had no one go to the city. Well, actually, I think there was one heavy that went like really wide into the city, and I think a medium maybe. And I was kind of taking it slow because no one was going that way. And then I saw the E100, and I saw the ISM, the 4502. So I figured, well, I'm going to kind of get pushed in there and get behind some buildings, because I knew I was going to get spotted, and I just didn't want to get tore up by artillery, because there was 3 of them. So yeah, and we had like literally no one going into that area but me, and then we had our top tiers like hiding behind hills by the cap. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So the ISM, we put one right through the side of his turret there. Wow, 515. What a nice roll. Like I said, I knew I got some nice rolls, but damn, what's the max damage that shell can do? 525. So yeah, yesterday I had that 3. Was that in this tank? No, that was the KV4. So never mind. Scratch that. So 525 is the maximum damage that shell can do, and we hit that ISM for 515. That is nice. The ISM, we did also bounce 2 of his rounds. Bad Chat 12T. I was worried about guys on the enemy team on the hill, because I don't remember. I know there was like 2 or 3 enemy tanks up there. Like I said, our team didn't even freaking move, basically, barely off cap. I don't think anybody really went to try getting on the center. No one went city. No one really went wide to the east. It's like, geez, oh, Pete, are you guys going to do anything? And that's exactly why we lost. Everybody wanted to chai snipe. I'm not kidding you. That's why we lost. Everybody wanted to sit back and chai snipe. No one wanted to go out and do any, actually try and help the team. But we hit the Bat Chat there when he was on the top of the center hill there for 438. And knocked out his gun, and he got hit for 163 upon me spotting him. That's why at the very beginning, I wasn't going to try sitting there chai sniping. I just didn't want to get tore up by those guys that were on top of the hill, and I ended up getting tore up on from one of the guys that 50T was up there, and he put like 3 rounds, because it's a 3-round autoloader. Yeah, he put 3 rounds into me, and, of course. And we got a fire for effect, so not too shabby. I was surprised that W18 for that match was only 1523. So, bottom tier, we still did 4th highest damage at 1,846, and we got a base experience of 337, which I think was the highest. Yeah. So we had 6 shot, 5 hit, 4 pen for 1846, which 4 penetrating rounds was it, and we did 1846 damage. I'm really liking this gun a lot. We got hit 10 times, 4 pens, 6 bounce, and it was for mainly tier 9 and 10s, so I'm also really liking the armor on this. Damage blocked by armor was 2,470. Spotted 1, damage 4, destroyed 0. Damage with our assistance was 537. We did shoot all premium rounds because otherwise I would have just bounced on everything. And so we only lost 8,204. So ammo cost for this really is not too shabby. I get paid today. I gotta switch out this Christmas tree camo. It looks goofy as all heck. Actually doesn't look too bad. Except for if you really look at it and you see snowflakes. But yeah, that armor on this held up really well in that match. We were getting hit in the back, sides, front, pretty much from, all around, and bouncing a lot of the rounds. So I was pretty impressed with that. But yeah, so that's kind of what happens when you're in a tier 10 match. You can still pretty much hold your own. You still, like I said yesterday before I even was in a tier 10 match with this, I knew that I was going to struggle with only 245 pen on tier 10s like your E100s and stuff. So I got lucky that I was able to go through those and, get some damage on them. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this match, and you guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.